yourselves! That's your bar and wait staff right there. That was just for me. Don't mind me. I have ADD. My pills have worn off, so if you want the best version of me, here we go. It's Friday. 2 days until you crave Chick-fil-A. And have to settle for Bojangles and probable diarrhea. Do you ever stick your fingers in the garbage disposal before you turn it on just to make sure nothing's in it? But while you do that, you stare at the switch of the garbage disposal. Wouldn't that be the worst time to find out you could move shit with your mind? Now I wish I could regenerate shit with my mind. I want to open a catering company. I'm going to call it Al-Qaeda. I think it's going to blow up. I think it's going to be really big. And I realize Al-Qaeda is not relevant anymore, but neither am I. So, as you can see, I have a beard. And this is only like 2 months, like less than 2 months. It's just, it grows. And I've always told people who come up to me and ask me how do I grow it, I told them that I waited. Like if you're above the age of 13 and not growing a beard, guess what? Probably not gonna happen. Like best advice I could give is maybe kill yourself. And you might be reborn with beard genes. Like people say that I'm really lucky. Like I'm so lucky. Do I see it again? Yeah. I just see her shaking her head. Drinking? Drinking? I don't know if you can tell, but my parents love me. They love me so much they named me Brent, which sounds like a fart. Brent, who farted? My parents loved me so much that when they found out I had asthma, they smoked more. I had a humidifier in my smoke-filled house. It was a hookah. You want to know where my car seat was? It's behind the muffler. They love me so much, and, it's not their fault. They tried. And now they're dead. It's not because of me. I just want to get that out of the way. But karma's kind of a bitch. And what they didn't know is that my mom used to always say she wanted a grandkid, and I used to always say that I want a vagina that's worth it. We can't all have what we want. And now that I have a vagina that's worth it, I'm surrounded by pussy. I have 6 cats. I would not kill myself, but if I did, I would park my car in the garage with all my cats in it, and just let it ride. The cause of death might actually be suffocation from the cats. They might just get on my face. My dad used to always say he wanted to be stuffed when he died, so I could get in the HOV lane always. And I was like, well, if you're going to get stuffed, you're going to be a scratching post, because I have 6 cats. Unfortunately for both of them, they are ashes and reusable litter. My parents love me. I drive a stick. Anyone? Good. There's one thing I know about driving a stick is that I could park my car at the busiest gas station with my phone unlocked with a YouTube video on how to drive a stick. Leave it running, get out. No one would take it. They would get in and be like, shit. Especially with mine, I shouldn't be able to drive my car. It has 220,000 miles on its clutch. That works for me. Sometimes I want to do that. I want to park that car and get in the back seat and just wait for someone to get in. The moment they get in, I just, in my best Batman voice, I just want to be like, do you need assistance? My license plate, I drive a car shaped like a box, and people say that it fits me because I look homeless. And I own a box. It's pretty roomy though. Like, I know that if my car ever got stolen, it would be a fuck box for homeless people. Like that's what it would end up on blocks. Just done. A red Prius. Priuses, I'm scared when you're in my rear view because I know they have recalls on them brakes. So my license plate for my car is BOXVADR because I love Star Wars. Where my Star Wars fans at? Yeah! But I always wonder, like, what happens if someone doesn't know what Star Wars is? They're gonna be like, Box VA Doctor. Is he a gynecologist? Then they pull up next to me and they're like, hey, isn't that the owner of Al Qaeda Catering? I had explosive diarrhea after eating there. You guys are fun. Wow, I actually did all that shit without looking down once. Here I am again. You guys got your Girl Scout cookies when they come out?
Yeah.
You guys ever buy popcorn from the Boy Scouts?
Yeah.
I think to compete with Girl Scout cookies, they should sell fudge that they also packed. Do-si-dos would be do-si, don't ask, don't tells. And tag-alongs could be tug-alongs. And Samoas could be Samoa men. Like, I mean... You remember the bridge collapse in Baltimore? It's tragic. Tragic, sad shit. At least there was like no one driving on it at the time, but imagine if they were. Do you think those people would have still gotten their toll bills? Thank you. Thank you. Remember the pier? Virginia Beach. Where are my Virginia Beach people? When that person drove off the pier, how crazy would it have been if it was like a cult suicide thing and they did it all over the country? If that shit happened, I would be like, aliens do exist. Like, I would be 100% convinced. Someone would like they would have like a group chat, and they'd be like, one of them would be like, fuck you, I'm not doing it. I'm tired of student driver stickers on cars of people who are not student drivers. Like, you have that sticker on there, it doesn't give you an excuse to drive like a shithead. Like, I don't believe you. It's like your sticker is worn. Military in here? I'm a military brat. I was gonna join the military. I was gonna join the Air Force. It's not the military, I hear. I have asthma, so I can't join anything else. But when I went to the Air Force recruiter, they were closed, but the Army guy was like, come on over, we're open. I was like, no, thank you. I have asthma. Military people, you are protecting us outside of this country, and I love that. But when you are here and you drive like an asshole, you are now a terrorist to me. Stop driving like an asshole. I don't know if you can tell, but I married up in my life. My wife is beautiful. You guys don't believe me, it's cool. But she is. She has a lot of tattoos, and people with tattoos see me with no tattoos, like, what? That doesn't make sense. We have so much more in common. I got my tattoos in Portsmouth on a couch. Every time I have to tell people how beautiful, when everyone sees my wife, I remind them that she has a twin. And they're like, what? Is she single? And I was like, I've got an idea. You can come with us on a double date, but I hope you like dick. Because it's not identical. So some of her tattoos, like when I was, like you get introduced to tattoos, her legs are up here. Yeah, you know what I mean? I look over and Ron Burgundy's staring back at me. I got harder, like that's. She has Jack Black on the back of her leg. We were in a Home Depot and we heard some Mexicans behind us talking. And then I heard one of them go, Nacho Libre. When I proposed to my wife, she had never seen me without a beard. So I shaved my beard and I planned a home invasion. She said yes after she stabbed me. But I wish I could be a douchebag, but tap-out shirts are too baggy on me. It's a requirement. I wish I could be a douchebag from France, because then I would be a douchebagette. You guys ever wonder, like, what if rape whistles were like dog whistles and only rapists could hear them? Like, you could just be living a completely normal life and then all of a sudden you hear it and you're like, oh shit! It's a thing I do now. I love hurricane season because I can tell this joke. And I love hurricane season because I live in a city, Virginia Beach, that is protected by a natural border called North Carolina. Like any hurricane, they're like, it's gonna be the worst one ever. It's gonna hit Virginia Beach for the first time, and then boom, North Carolina. I've always wished I could be a tropical depression. That's all I would ever be. I did that joke wrong and I'm not even gonna fix it. I've always wanted to know, like, what would happen if they called it Hurricane Dick? Like, what would the weather reports be like? It'd be like, Hurricane Dick is pounding the East Coast. Hurricane Dick just entered the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay. Oh shit, it's snowing. And why is it sticky? My name's Brent Schreiber. You guys have been great. Have a good night.
Brent Schreiber, everybody. Keep it going for him. Yeah. Hurricane Dick, that's also what his wife calls him in bed. It's awesome.